Greetings, adventurers. It is I, Grumbles, and we're back with some more Explore or Die. Thanks again for all our lovely watchers and commenters and thumbs uppers. You guys are absolute champs. I really appreciate you. We've been going over a couple of things on the old to-do list and the EOD comments from the last couple of episodes. We had one comment about adding an action relay or a remote to Big Bertha so that we can call it in after combat ends rather than having to fly back and then drive over. That's an interesting idea. I think we might have a look at that. Also, a couple of comments that Big Bertha is going to need a lot of lift to get off the ground or into space. We're running at just under 2 million kilograms of mass right now. We don't have it airtight sealed up. We don't have loads of bits and bobs on here, most notably hydrogen engines and enough fuel tanks. So yeah, absolutely right. Great observation. I'm going to check that using an online calculator tool with the blueprint of Big Bertha just to see what she would actually weigh. Then there was a comment about checking whether we've got defensive or offensive or combat AI blocks installed on our little tonk. I believe we only have a defensive one, so maybe have a look at the AI one today, could be a thing. And see what that's capable of, because I've never used one. And then last but not least, a comment about the gun angles and depression, about in response to my questions on why the front guns might not be targeting in combat, because the thing is, this one up top used to target when we were forward firing. We were a little bit nose down and it seemed to work, but I don't know if maybe I've raised it up or something. In any case, it doesn't seem to be very functional in combat at the moment. The ones under the wing, however, really are, and what I'm considering doing is actually doing quite a significant, more or less a complete overhaul of our tonk today, as a bit of a building episode, and getting ourselves much more capable, ready for combat. And I have a design idea in mind. We'll just have to be careful if we ever run into any aerial threats above us, but I have some ideas about that as well. But I think today we're finally going to bite the bullet rather, and do a bit of a redesign. I just need to think about how. I guess what we'll do is just build some long leg or something down to the ground, and then change it around. I'd like to try to keep the original airframe. I want to change the cockpit. And yeah, maybe we're going to lower the wheels or go for some landing legs or whatever instead. I don't know. We'll see. In terms of sealing up Big Bertha and all that, I don't think we're going to get around to that today, but we're nowhere near ready to lift off yet. Although I am already incredibly tempted to start flying Big Bertha around. Why would that be, you ask? Well, as discussed in the tail end of the previous episode, I did actually bite the bullet, and between recordings I have piloted Big Bertha all the way over here 30 kilometers back to where we originally started to check out that shipwreck that was part of the original unknown signal sort of spawn. Unfortunately, as I had suspected, I've put it here on the old completed task there underneath, done the first line, revisit the large grid shipwreck, which was 30 kilometers away from where we had built our first farm. Unfortunately, there was no jump drive there, as I had suspected. I've grounded the whole thing down. Whether that now allows the base game to spawn in another one, I do not know. I hope so. I know it's spawned in like large rovers and things like that before. We obviously need a spaceship with a jump drive. It's entirely possible, as per previous week's comments, that it might just come down to us going into space and finding out what's going on. But anyway, we're in a completely different location. There's an unknown signal over there. Might go and grab that in a moment, because you never know. Blueprint, we could get lucky. What is over here is the original shop we found right back in like episode 1, 2 kind of thing. But there's nothing much of great use there particularly. And there are an awful lot, as you can see on the HUD here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemy bases that are spawned in. And these will be mostly these little scuffles, although we did get a bloody nose recently. So depending, those ones should all have spawned in a long time ago. Possibly there could be one new one. I'm not entirely sure. What did spawn in while I was between recordings was RVMU military watchtower, Now, when I flew near them, they gave me a warning and said that they were on standby and I should get out of their area. Although their faction information, and I don't know if this is misleading, tells me that revolutionary munitions, RVMU, when it comes to waging war, we're what you want. Guns, ammo, and medkits all available for purchase. So I'm neutral with them. When I go towards them, they get all antsy as if they're going to shoot at me, because I'd like to go and see, well, maybe they've got some gun turrets for sale or something. I don't know what level of stuff they sell, if it's just, you know, stuff to for your character or stuff for your vessels. I'm not sure. So anyway, we've got another unknown signal there. We've got Star Inventors, #1 producer of vehicles for industrial, military, mining, and exploration applications. So possibly... Oh, that's the space station. Okay, so unfortunately there's no way to get a jump drive from them that I've seen unless we buy one of their ships for like megabucks. But yeah, I think in order to keep things moving forward and not repeat too much of what we're doing, I want to have a little bit of a drive around here. Because also another thing that spawned in is that yellow marking over there, Scavenge TADBF 670. Now about 3 of those spawned in quick succession over here, and I went and ground them down, and they were oh look, there's a scrap settlement. Oh my goodness, the game is just teasing me with everything right now. We can go and have a look at that as a something to get going on while I'm prattling on. But yeah, the game has basically started teasing me with these tiny little locations that are like an old abandoned warehouse or something, up on stilts, and it did 3 of them that were all the same. Oh, I think I might have been here. This might be just a big mining operation or something. Let's have a look. But yeah, they I think there's one over there. You can see one off to the right. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute as well. Essentially, so there's some new weird things that are spawning in, like that yellow marked one, and I don't know if they are getting progressively better. They seem to be very empty, and they didn't have like amazing blueprints or anything like that. So this is just some kind of scrapyard mining thing. I went through that briefly and there wasn't much to it. However, another thing has spawned in over here from the scrapyard. So we're gonna have a look at this. I'll take you past that other building that's just over there. And yeah, we'll go to this new yellow signal and try and... I wouldn't mind going over to the military thing, as long as they're not going to shoot at me, because they did very strongly communicate that they were not happy about me being in their airspace. Now I don't know if that's just, you know, a bluff or like what the deal is there. We should go and find out, right? No risk, no fun. What is this? Survival kits. Okay, I'll take that. And a box with a blueprint in it. Oh, okay. Come on, game. Oh my goodness. We got the algae farm, the farm plot, the food processor. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. So we can now make a proper farm and be fully food self-sufficient. Oh wow, that is so amazing. I can't believe that. That's just here in a scrappy old farm. So it just shows going to check these scrap locations is 1,000,000% worth it. Wow, that is amazeballs. I did not expect that. I promise you. I may have moved around and done some stuff between recordings. I promise you I have not been going around conveniently placing the blueprints that I need. That is insanely lucky. Okay, great. Well, it's not a jump drive, but that means we'll now have the sustainable food, and I feel like that has fulfilled the next criteria that we needed. Oh my goodness, and now we can actually put algae farms as well on our... Oops, that's the wrong way. I wanted to go up, but I pressed down because I'm a genius. Right, so there was another building over here that I promised you a good time, so by having a look at. So we'll go this way a little bit. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited now at that. That's ridiculous. We got the blue. Let's heckin' go. Was it over here somewhere? Not seeing it. Maybe I imagined a thing. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Let's go over here. It says green, so let's see what this thing is. 4 minutes on that signal. We're not going to get that signal. Wow. Absolute nonsense that we can build algae farms and farms to our heart's content now because we have the blueprints. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so look at this little building here on stilts. This is why are we? Oh, we are that heavy. Oh my goodness. You can see that I've had a little bit of thrust in all main directions on this one, just so that we can carry the full amount of weight. I didn't realize we were actually 82,000 kilos because I didn't look yet. But I'll just show you this. Okay, yeah, we have 3 large lift thrusters on this one now, so we shouldn't be slamming into the ground. And they basically, yeah, they just look like this. You get these lockers. Oh, you can see I've been to this one. These lockers were empty. They're a small hydrogen tank, small engine, and there's just different things. Okay, a little bit of ammo in there, a little bit of computers. Not really worth that much, to be honest. But yeah, interesting though, nonetheless. I suppose what we could do is break this down. We could break the ammo and the tools down, right? And that would give us a bit of extra Maxnecium. You're welcome. Alright, I'll just take all of that. And of course we can cut the whole thing to pieces as well. But yeah, a bunch of these have been spawning in. And not sure exactly what is spawning those in, but it was interesting that a whole raft of them popped up. Do you think we can make that 3 minutes? We can make that. Come on, we're on a roll here already. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Uh-oh. Oh, if there's another blueprint that we need in here, that would be crazy. Oh, let's not overdo it though. If we get the jump drive out of this, that's insane. But if we got, let's say, what else could be handy? Oh, I know, some large grid turrets, artillery turrets. That would be amazing. I think there's another one of those little houses over there. Yeah. Wow. I'm still blown away by the fact that we just got that blueprint, man. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, you can see the space station is 32 clicks away. And I was a little bit worried because, you know, food production and all the rest of it, we've got quite a lot of food on us for short-term survival. But now that we found the farm plot, we can go and extend the farm a little bit and we have no worries at all. That's, yeah, genuinely... Oh, just as I say that, we get hungry. All right. Let's see. 1 minute 50 seconds, so we've got to be a little bit quick smart here. Press the button. Okay, does that stop the explosion? I'm not even sure about that. What is that? That's a barrel? Okay, what's in the barrel? Vegetable seeds and a bunch of girders. Okay. As well as most of the weight this thing was carrying. Alright, well, we'll just cut that down. Yeah, so amazing. We're one step closer to living the dream and escaping. I do think that we're going to, or I do feel like that soon, maybe not today's 2-episode recording, but very soon, I feel like we owe it to ourselves and to you folks kindly watching along and spurring me on. I feel like it could be time to start thinking about lifting Big Bertha up and maybe, dare I say it, even going to space, but we're going to have to do quite a lot of building for that. Quite a little bit of... I need to have at least one cabin space, even if we're building bit by bit onto the ship. Okay, so let's go over to that scavenge TADBF. Well, let's extend the farm a little bit first, because the sooner we get that cooking up some more, growing some more bits and bobs for us, the better. Why are we not slowing all that quickly? We're getting a bit scary now. I've added loads more thrust. So I thought we'd be able to stop a bit better. Maybe I need to add a couple of stopping, one big stopping thruster or something. Don't know. It's a little bit scary. Okay, gently does it. So we're about level for the camera now. Oops, a little bit over adjustment there. And here we go. Added a couple of blinking lights. They're not too violent, so it should be fine. Let me know if it bugs you at all when you're watching. But I've added a couple of blinking lights onto the solar panels, front and back, so that we can see them when we're coming into land. Oh, actually, I want to empty this out, because obviously I had forgotten. Yeah. We should probably have a look at our ammo levels again. Oh, is this full? We've reached max capacity on Big Bertha. That means it's now time to weld up the second container. I'd put a frame in place just to see where it would fit. So yeah, now we have to weld this up. All right, let's go. And hopefully this will balance out okay. I've put it over the wheels again, so in theory we'll be okay. So I'm going to rename, or I need to put you, so industrial, we're going to shorten this down to CC number 2. There we go. That's some big B. Okay, large industrial. Large Indus CC Big Bertha. Well, let's go like this. BB1. Copy all of that. Can I get that text? There we go. Put that in here. Number 2. Perfect. Okay. Not sure what that camera triggery pokery was all about. I think that's the tread things. I love the treads, but they are causing a little bit of confusion for the camera and for the movement sometimes. Okay, so now we can go here, CC. We can see number 2, empty down there. We can come down here and we start just dragging some stuff. Wait, why is that not connected? Hello? What have I done wrong there? Have I put this down in... Oh my god, the hole is there and not on the top. Oh, it's incorrectly placed. How many of you knew that? Inventory. How many of you knew that and were screaming at me while I was building it? Okay, try that again, Grumbles. Do that, but better. Industrial cargo container. Grab that. Put that there. And then it was here, right? Yeah. So we need to not rotate it like that, not rotate it like that, but rotate it like that. Okay, that's it. That's got the yellow bits there. Okay. Goodness me. Hilarious. Silly, silly. Dwarf man. Okay, there we go. Now, if I go here and I go CC on this left side. What? Why does that? Oh, because this one isn't named CC anymore. So grab that. Paste that in there. Call this number 2. Now go over here. We can see CC1 and 2 and we can move stuff between them. Perfect. All right. Okay. Large cargo container port. So this is from the welding machine. Put our food bits in here maybe if we can. Try and keep all the, although all the food really needs to go to the farm area, doesn't it? And I still need to think about whether I want to plug that in or not. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Nice. Bit of ice there. And more of that. Modular cargo container. What is that with 24k ice in it? Don't know. Let's move that over. Refinery is good. Okay, good. I think we've emptied out the little ship. All right, let's go to the yellow bar. No, let's build stuff in the farm. So now we're finally allowed to build the algae farms and more farm plots. Wow, that is absolutely amazeballs. I am so happy with that. So let's grab, I don't know, 3 of those at least. Wow, that is sensational. So I want to get at least one of everything, one of each type. We're going to have to finish plumbing all of these in, building these containers. Right, okay. So let's pick a nice color for these. Green, I think, since we're doing farm stuff. Yeah. Oh, and here I can't because of the wall. Okay, that's fine. And there I can't because of that wall? Oh, that sucks. Alright, okay. Well, we had enough before, so... Boom. Oh my goodness. And we'll get some algae going up on the solar panels. Phenomenal. 100% on the vegetables. Perfect. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So we get another grain seed going. We get another vegetable seed going. We get another fruit seed going. And of course, it wouldn't be an Evan relevant playthrough. One of my characters I like to play if we didn't make some potatoes. Phenomenal. Water level. Oh, water level empty. Oh, sugar. Quick, we need to fix this. I have been silly. I have gotten overexcited and I have put something in there that can't grow because I have forgotten to go and get the rest of the pieces I need. Okay, we got it. Quick, 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 quick. Close that. Open that. Close that. Come over here and build this. Oh my goodness. Please don't have died. It might have taken health damage. Crop health 92%. Yeah. Water level still showing as empty. What? Water level high. Oh, that might just be a time delay. Now it says high. This one still says empty. What? Why can't you get water? There has got to be water in the system. Cryo chamber, irrigation system. Yeah, nearly 10k. Why are you still water level empty? Do we need to finish? Make it. That wouldn't make any sense though. It should be able to connect from here. Is this one done? Yeah. So to here, to here, to here, to there. So that should be working. Crop health continues to go down. We have a crisis. Is it because I planted the crop before the irrigation system was connected? That doesn't make sense. That would be the same as if you'd run out of water and then, you know, added some more ice into the system. It's got to catch up. Panic stations. Still says empty. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, so there's conveyors everywhere here now. Why is that still empty? That doesn't make any sense. My poor potatoes are gonna die. Irrigation system. I mean, it's got to be working because otherwise these other ones wouldn't be getting any water. Is that some sort of weird feature? Ah, it doesn't make sense. What? If I put another one here? Maybe. Let me know in the comments if you know what's going on there. I don't know. I didn't mean to fall down there. That doesn't make any sense. In my mind. Let's have a look. Water empty. Refresh. So what's wrong with my conveyor network? These are all full conveyor boxes, so they've got to connect to each other. Oh, water level high. Oh, is it just taking a really long time? Okay. I think panic over. Because we have water level high now, and this has got 69% health. Nice. Okay. We got it just in time. It's interesting that the crop seems to say that it's getting healthier. Now, how is it getting healthier again? I suppose if it's being fed, yeah. All right, we'll just accept it. Okay, cool. So look at this, guys. We have 5 farm plots. We can get a 6th one there. Fantastic. Water level is low. Okay, so it just takes time to get there. And then now we've got a real job on our hands to keep an eye on the ice. So the ice is going down in the irrigation system because it's moving these up to high. Okay, and once this one shows signs of water, then we can put a couple more crops in there. I think I'm going to put more grain in because we're using grain in a lot of dishes. Yeah, this is high now, so that's great. All right, so I'm not going to get quite as much use out of this as I was intending with the design because I had some fun and games with the windows on the outside, which was like the original design idea, so that I could have some more farm crops vertically on there. But it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not using the mod for the narrow. See, that one's still showing as empty. I'm very impatient today, aren't I? I'm just so excited. I want everything to happen now. Come on, all the things. Don't actually have any grain seeds, so we've got to be very careful and make sure we plant some more grains. But we can get some mushrooms going here. That one's still showing as empty. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't fret. It's fine. The potatoes have recovered. We have rescued our potatoes. Everything is good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, interesting that we don't have any more grains. I thought we had more grains, to be honest. All right, well, good job. We just planted some more then. That is awesome, though, that we finally have farming. And so the other thing we can do... The other thing we can do is we can... Well, we can grab these, but we can
Meteor storm inbound.
add some algae farms. And that, well, that's going to up my requirement to get... to work out how I'm going to pipe through underneath there into the main ship. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the proverbial, or we're going to just have to manually collect all the time. But let's... Is that adding in there? I can't... Doesn't seem like it is. Oh, okay. We had enough already on us. So, G algae farm. Okay, wow. This is pretty epic. Pretty epic. Boom. There's probably a really smart way of how I could get multiples in there or something, but I don't know. I think one on each pad will be fine for now. There we go. And then we need another one of those on the other side. Like so.
Energy low.
Uh-oh. There we go. What I could do is just put a little cargo panel or something on the back of these, and at least it would make collecting the algae super easy. I think that might be the answer. If I put like a little cargo station on the back of there. Yeah, since we can walk up here from below, it's actually pretty easy to do now. Come around the back of here, cargo station, thanks very much. Gather the algae. Okay, I like that idea. So we want a half cargo terminal. Keep it fairly narrow. Can I reach that? Have a couple of those. I like this, everything's color coded green. Is that the right way up? That's the wrong way up. That's the right way up. There. See the algae farm above it. There's probably like better. Let me know your ideas for a better, more elegant solution. But I you know, as a starter, this is okay. Boom. Now we can get algaes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. We've got algae going. We've got more farming. Honestly, the more farming was oh, that's amazing. Okay, so another unknown signal. Oh, my energy is critical. Let's go downstairs. Oh boy. All right, let's drive to that other tab thing and try not to get into the zone of that evil military base. I don't know if they're evil. All right, let's go. Boar farming. Yeah, look at the boar farm plots and algae stations. Oh, wow. What an amazing find. All right, we're a little bit slow. Let's put the booster rockets on. Oh, geez, this gets me all excited and in the mood to like... Not only, I've got to overhaul the fighter. That's the thing I think that we need the most. But part of me is like, we could also build our spaceship. We don't have to fight all these other things. We could just go to space. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up... Oh, there's something else out here as well. That might be that hut we visited before. Something else. There's bound to be a point where we run out of resources for some of this stuff. Even if we are carrying 2 million, 1.9 million's worth at the moment. With the new box, it's obviously not full yet, but we're traversing okay. All right, we'll have charged our energy up at the same time, so excellent. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I feel a little bit scatterbrained today, so hopefully that won't detract too much from the episode. And I'm very excited by this turn of events. That's a whole bunch of components. Some more metal? Why not? Wow, this new welder that we've got is exceptionally good. Fantastic. Alright. Oh wait, I think I've also got, yeah I have, I've got some of that ammo and stuff in here. And some extra tools I don't need. So put one of those away there. What else did we get? We got one of those. Actually, we don't need that drill either. Okay, one of everything else. Yep. So then production, disassembling, tools. We got one of those, two of those, one of those. We don't need. We got another one of those? Apparently. Or not? Okay, it's stopped doing it now. How many of these have we picked up? These old drills? Okay, there we go, ran out. And we apparently got some of these basic ones as well. Okay, we're good. Good, good, good. Okay, fine. Then we want to, sorry, I forgot I was going to do the other thing as well. Ammo. Just however many of these we've got. Because that breaks down into, oh, that's only iron and nickel. But anyway, we're not using these ones, right? These are the ones we need for the gun. Okay, so that's all of those gone. That would give us a bit of magnesium. Okay, but let's go back to assembling. Let's check how much ammo we've got. So Gatling, we got 4. We got 15 on board the ship, and all turrets have got 5, 5, and 5. Okay, we've got 16 more there, and 4. Okay, so we've got 20 more here. Okay, there we go. And then what's the other one called? Autocannon is the other one we're using. So we got 333, 24, and no backup ammo anywhere. Okay, so I would say we could do with 20 of those. And I would say 20 of those as well if we've got it. The salt cannon shells we can make. Wait, we can make salt cannon shells? Oh, okay, that's because the other ones need like uranium and stuff we can't get. And rockets we can't make because that's platinum and uranium, very expensive, yeah. Alright, cool. So we have some spare ammo. Right, let's continue en route. Absolutely amazeballs. I can't believe this algae farm producing 79. Amazing. All got high water level now as well. Yes. All right, booster rockets firing. Well, it really does get me excited and make me want to go to space now. I mean, if nothing else, it would be foolish to go towards space now because we've only got Atmos on our tonk, so we would have no defenses, no well, we would have to use it as a gun system at the front. That's got to be the one we've been to already, so let's go to this one. We've gone around the back of this military thing. I'll fly a bit towards it and you can see the warning it gives. It really, I mean, we could try it. We're going to be doing a refit on our Tonk anyway. We could take Grumble's Folly over there and just see if they do actually go through with it and fire on us. I did consider that maybe we could attack them because I think they've got some quite big guns, but that's a double-edged sword, right? Because yeah, they might also just kick our butts and smash Grumble's Folly to pieces. I did also wonder if maybe it was relevant that if we were in an armed vessel, we gotta be careful here. We're 2.3 away from that base. This is way closer than I like to be with Big Bertha. I'm not comfortable with this at all. All right, well, let's see what this one's got to offer. See, again, it's another one of these, so I don't know. So this one's got some containers in it, which we need to hack into, but again, containing nothing. So not sure what the point of these ones is from an MES point of view. If there's like no benefit. I suppose there's the benefit of gaining the materials and the oh, these have got some stuff in them at least. Some paint of all things. Alright, yeah, a little bit of money. Decent welder that we've already got, okay. And then over here, flight seats. Let's just make sure we've learned the schematic for this one, I guess. Might as well take the parts.
Inventory full.
Okay, inventory full. Yeah, so I don't know what the
Inventory full.
what the deal is with that. But I'm gonna take out the signal and then maybe it thinks it's dead. Oh, sugar. What is that? Oh, it's probably like a little beacon or something, right? Yeah, I don't know really what the benefit of this is. But I'm also considering that maybe the MES is going to like spawn in more complex stuff as we go, you know, as long as we knock them out. I want to let's take our non-armed vessel and see, because it says we can buy and trade with them, so let's see what happens. Over snow font. And what I do genuinely wonder if I flew in here with an armed vessel and maybe that was the problem. All right, we're at nearly 800. Okay, so now they would fire if they were going to. It's not like they're going to fire. Will they fire as soon as I get out? They're like, we'll just wait for the pilot to get out. No, it looks like we could trade with them. As long as we don't do anything silly. Guns are not aiming at me. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're only Gatling turret type 2, I think. Okay. Ooh. Hostile intrusion. Oh no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Aye. No. No. I lost my connector. Why, you bully? As soon as I went close to the building, they thought I was an intruder. Oh. Okay, well, lesson learned. We, luckily, oh my goodness, my hacking computer's on here and everything. Oh. Why, you bully? Okay, we're gonna have to do some serious repairs here. Oh. That's rough. And the best part is I can't even dock. Why, you bully? You know what though? That's only 2 Gatling guns. I think we could knock that over. They have fired upon me. They have instigated this. I feel like we could beat them up. I feel like we should beat them up. Can I park this maybe on the floor if I just come down nice and gentle and then just turn the engines off or whatever? Oh, but then I probably can't build the pieces. Oh my goodness, look at this mess. Oh, I lost my O2 generator. Oh no, my hacking computer's all smashed up. Oh wait, it's not blown up, but does that technically mean I've lost it? Maybe? Oh my lord, what a mess. I am definitely knocking that place over now. They're gonna get it. Okay, so here's the thing. We had enough pieces to repair that, right? I think because the hacking computer wasn't blown up, it doesn't count as destroyed or anything. So, because if we had to build one from scratch, we don't have the blueprints. But I think that if it gets blown up, then we've lost it, and it's just tough. We have to find another blueprint. I think that's the fair way of doing it, because it's the special computer inside that we can't recreate. Feels fair to me. Let me know what you think. Oh, what a bummer. Good job they weren't that powerful, so they couldn't completely destroy my my ship. But we did take a bit of a kicking. Okay. Imagine all they had to do was hit like a couple of the thrusters, or even just the one forward thruster, and I probably wouldn't have made it out of there. There you go. Goodness knows what would have happened if I'd had my other ship there with the weapons turned off. We might easily have lost the cockpit and then lost control of the vessel. Okay, nothing else here seems to be damaged. That's good. Okay, let's get some more parts. Wowee, that is a little encounter I wasn't expecting. Well, I did think about having a fight with that place, but yeah, I'm kind of curious what they might have for resources. Actually, we should check our faction rating with them now and see if they're if we lost any points with them or something. I mean, strictly speaking, they fired up on us, so what a bunch of bullies. Okay, I think we've recovered all engines now. Yep. And so we need to fix these connector parts. These ones didn't take any damage, and we need to put the, what did I even have on there? Like, oh, I can't remember. Was it? Oh, it must have been a conveyor part of some sort, and then it must have been so conveyor. It must have been something like this, and then it would have been a connector attached to that, because you can't just go straight to a connector. So number 6, we get that, and number 7, all parts withdrawn. Okay, so number 6, yeah, okay, it changes to the other shape there. That's what we needed. So oops, boop, yeah, that went on. What do you mean I don't have that? I'd literally just picked up the pieces for that. Crazy. You're crazy, game. And then we need to enter on that. put another 0 and a 2. There we go. And we call that connector ice cold cutter. Rear. Okay. Hostile incursion. I mean, I was going there to trade and maybe scout out your defenses so I could take you down, but calling it a hostile incursion right up front, that's a bit rude. Okay, there we go. I think we got away with that for the most part. Okay, I need to set up the connector again because we lost it. So switch lock. And then I need to check the event controller to make sure that the event controller still understands which... yeah, it's lost it. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I remembered this. So then select actions. When connected, batteries to all. When disconnected, engines on. And when connected, okay. Okay, and then we had these on the reverse side. Okay, we split those up because we had some worries about it not working properly because of the power. Okay. Okay. Oh, little freebie down here. Oh my god. Why you bully me, game? Where's the button? What have you got? Something nice? Not really. Well, a meal. I'll take a meal. Nothing. Again, nothing. Wow. Oh, I feel like this planet's starting to tell us that we need to clear off. Get out of here. But I think that's also just my excitement because I want to leave. I want to get to space. Okay, let's go. Coming in for landing. Grinders are off. Don't want any of that kind of mishap. And then turn around. Why am I I'm still smoking at the back? What's oh, I didn't finish repairing these because I'm a silly. Okay. Oh, and I had some more damage underneath as well. Ah, so much for these light checks. Gotta get better at that, Commander. Okay. Alright. Boop. Wow. Exciting. Number 9, and we're on charge and engines are off. Okay, so it looks like it's working. I'm going to quickly test. Yep, so when we take off again, it turns everything back on. Perfect. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bullies. Alright, let's have a look here. Did we make any algae? Oh, snap. We made 10 algae already. 6 on the first side and 4 on the other. Wow, okay. Can chuck those into our Ujimi flip over here. Check out the rest of the farm. Let's heckin' go. Take that, military. I could survive. 100% grain growth already. Wow, because of the level of distraction. 100% mushrooms. They grow in 12 minutes. 20 minutes for the vegetables. Fruit's still growing. Fruit takes the longest by far. Potatoes 23 minutes. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. So we need to produce a couple of grain seeds for sure. And then what else? We only have one potato seed. We only have one fruit seed. And we have 2 vegetable seeds. So 1 fruit seed, 1 vegetable seed. We have no mushroom here right now, so we can get a couple of mushrooms going. Phenomenal. And then, most excitingly... Oh, well, it's not that exciting. I thought there was going to be more food available. There is veggie burger at 46%. That's pretty good. We're not going to have the mammal meat unless we turn the wolves on. Which, again, I'm considering doing that. Okay, so I think, yeah, what we're missing at the moment is the fruit. Still growing over there in the corner. 93%. Okay, nice. So that'll be done momentarily. Right. What are we going to do about these bad guys? Are we going to attack the military? Let's check the faction information. We seem to be 0. So they're neutral to us, but they will fire if we get too close. I'm not sure where sovereign security is. I can't remember that one. And I'm not sure what S-Mart was, unless that was the little shop that we first found when we arrived. So those guys, they are angry. So let's go, where's the military? So this one we can turn off, we've done that. I think I can delete all of these. I've been to all of them. There was like a little bit of scrap there, but it's absolutely minimal. Strong signal, we took that out. Wilson Services is nearby. So all these red ones are the ones that are close to us here. Neutralized, plenty of scrap. Okay, so we're keeping that information. Outpost 1, that was the place, the small shop and ATM. But I don't think they sold anything. Actually, I wonder, is it worth checking the shop if that's changed over time? Ah, it's just a big distraction, it's fine. Okay. Right, well, as I said, we could work on getting some weapons. We could go and fight those guys. I think I'll leave it well enough alone. I don't know if we need to, like, I don't want to be too gung-ho with my luck and with my Magnesium, like for my ammo, because it's, you know, it's not going to take that long and that many altercations before we start running out of stuff. All right. So, did I have more foodstuffs here? I had a grain seed. Okay. And a mushroom seed. All right, let's grab that. Okay, that seems to be it. See if these fruit are done now. Oh, they look it. 100% harvests. We got 2 fruit. Okay. Not too bad. So fruit, we got 2 fruit there. Okay, now production foods. We can now make a curry for 48%. Okay, I'll have that. Only can make 1 of those. It needs 2 fruit and 1 grain. Okay, well, that's fair. Give us the meal. Actually, I'm carrying so much food on me already. I should be careful that I'm not gonna screw myself. Okay, so let's get another fruit growing. Oh, this is great. We can get one of everything going. We want another vegetable growing. And we got mushroom, so we'll take another potato. Okay. So you can be grain. Wait, did I not have another grain? I did have another grain, okay. So let's do 2 grain. Like so. This one can be potatoes. This one, so 2 secret wood, 1 potatoes, 1 fruits, 1 mushroom, and 1 vegetable. Bang! Okay, awesome. Flipping brilliant. And we've already used like 3k of water. Or of ice. So what we could consider doing is we could drill a hole in that wall once we've harvested, and we could put something here where we can dock and throw ice in or something. That's maybe worth considering. Alright. Okay, deposit all that stuff. Don't need that. I've got 2 of these weapons, so I don't need that either. And then I wanted a little bit of ice. Okay, that'll do. I'll top it up. Yeah, I gotta think of ways to make this a little bit more efficient, I guess. Okay, there we go. 11. Oh, so that'll take actually 10,000 liters worth. So that'll take way more ice. All right. Then I'm going to do that second time. Okay. So this is the good thing about being on an ice moon. Makes it rather easy. Holy cow. How on earth can an hour have flown by already? What is going on today? Okay. Alright. Right, so now how do we, if I keep that on there, then it's going to keep being charged. I think we're going to sleep though. I definitely want to do the work in the day. But essentially what I'm going to do is strip down. Yeah, we're going to strip the whole thing down. We've got to make sure we don't lose any of our ammo. And then, oh, I just thought as well as the next question, do we outfit this for hydrogen so it can be working in space? Or is it time to maybe bite the bullet and build a completely new ship? Completely new fighter? I'm going to end up with air traffic control problems. I'm going to have so many ships. But we could build another stalk. Landing protocol could be you have to come in vertically. We could build another stalk there. And similar to this one, we could have another landing bay. What I really want, my original vision for this was to build these out and have like landing pads over the wheels. And as long as it's like fighter craft and that are, if not light, at least they are consistent weights. They're of a consistent weight. Oh, maybe we could just keep our A-team van like that, because then we at least have a vehicle for on atmosphere. Once we take off though, do we ever plan to come back? What we're really doing is we're looking for an ice, we're just looking for an icy asteroid that we can mine. Okay, but we're going to need mining capabilities like this one. In theory, this should be fairly easy. Why is that sparking? That's not right. What sparked there? That's weird. Okay. I think that was just a thing, like a bit of animation fun from the game. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So, oh, I'm so indecisive at this point. Right. So, we can try and re-engineer Grumble's Folly. If I build a platform over here, then we could move it across. We could put legs on it, but it's kind of, if as soon as the wheels are off permanently, like we can take them off and put them back on, but if we don't put the wheels back on, it doesn't feel like it's oh hello, it doesn't feel like it's the
Fuel critical.
it doesn't feel like it's Grumble's Folly anymore, because the whole point of that is that it's the Jeep. I am actually injured, so I took a hit somewhere in all of that, possibly bouncing my face off the vehicle trying to panic get in. All right. I mean, building a small grid that's using hydrogen will be a good start for me anyway. Very good practice, because I've rarely done that, and it will help me to make sure that I understand I'm getting my conveyor networks right, I'm getting redundancy, and that yeah, we understand about loading up the tanks. We've got to think about where we're going to put the tanks and armoring around them, because they are basically massive bombs that are about to go off if they get hit. So they probably want to be either in the core of the vehicle and heavily armored, or towards the rear where they're not facing the direct interaction in combat. So this one should be quite easy to convert, because there's so many points where we can just run a connector off. Plus it's a very simple vehicle. This one is a bit more complex, and definitely has a very much more complex role because of combat. But I do think it kind of, as charming in its ugly ways as it is, I think it needs a rethink. So what I'm thinking of doing is, for example, I'm thinking of taking the autocannons and mounting them like sideways, like that, so that they can fire like above and below. But obviously what he couldn't do is you have to fire right and left side or whatever. And I'm thinking of going up from 2 to 4 on the underside, but having them like either level with the ship, front of the ship, but kind of building like additional sort of nacelles or whatever you'd call them that the guns attach to. Yeah. Okay, let's sleep the night off. And then we can work with the daylight, plus the fact that there's a storm brewing. Oops. Night night everyone. Rest well. And it's morning. Hope you're as well rested as I am. Okay, so let's do this. So all the guns should be off. Yeah. And then what I don't know is, will they draw ammo again if I remove the ammo? So let's see, shall we? So if I go here and I go CC, I go here to autocannon. I don't know if I have to take auto pull off. We're doing it. We're really doing it. We're going to go for the refit. Oops, that's... okay, doesn't matter. Okay. So it looks like as long as they're switched off, they're not going to reconnect. Oh, right, okay. I do want to change the cockpit. So we are going to completely change this design. Okay, I think that was just an unknown signal blowing up. Oh, no. It's pieces falling off that were connected to those guns. Oops. Okay. Don't. What's going on? I'm losing parts. This was a bad idea. I thought it would be safer doing it this way, but apparently it's more dangerous somehow because I'm clumsily dropping pieces to the floor. Okay. All right, you know what? I think we need to back away from this military base. Okay, let's start with moving away, because that is just making me nervous. And there's some stuff on the floor there we're going to go and get back. Yeah, let's start by backing away from this military base. Let's get ourselves to our minimum safe distance. Which is 3 kilometers up to 3.5. We can recover from the loss of those blast door pieces, that's fine. Nothing too serious there. Alright, we are now 3 kilometers away and above from that military base. Okay, we start with that. Okay. Then I think we're going to... Now, if I take the cockpit and all that off, there's no way that that's going to disconnect. You know what? I think it's a bad idea. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to go to a different plan. So, we're going to go to a plan of grabbing some light armor blocks. And we're going to build ourselves a little platform to create our ship from. We'll do it on the other side, away from our farm. Because I just have a suspicious feeling that things are gonna go wrong. Call me a nervous Nelly, it's fine. But this is just the way I'm going to do it now. If we don't fill these out, we shouldn't add too much weight. We're counterbalanced somewhat by the farm, I think. Okay. Okay, that should be enough space to start with. And the rockets shouldn't damage it. Actually, you know, the other thing we're going to do? Let's get some landing gear. We're going to get some landing gear. So, small scale, please. 4 of those. And we actually need some plates. So I'm just going to make this nice and simple for now. like that, and then a landing plate on the bottom, not plate, leg. That will give me plenty of clearance for the engines and everything else. So one there, one is probably enough. 3 down, but it always feels weird, but probably, yeah, it's going to be too much hassle to, yeah, one will do, one will do. There we go. So it looks like it's got some structural integrity to it, even if we're, well, even if we're just doing the bare minimum. So number one, I'm going to move all the weapons and stuff to the second bar. So I need landing gear is the thing I'm looking for and not seeing. So landing gear, which for now is only temporary. Switch lock. There we go. Okay. We're going to check the landing gear and we're going to turn the auto lock off. But it is used for parking. Okay. Landing gear, GF, Grumble's Folly. Okay, so engines on. Unlock. Oops. Boop. On the way out. Check our clearance here. Pretty good. Come back here a little bit. We don't want to get too close to the thingy bobby. And then we're just going to come into land here. When that says it's ready to lock, we're going to lock that there. And then turn the engines off. Okay, nice. I'm just going to make that able to take a little bit of damage because we've got this is where the thrusters are coming in. So I'm just going to be a little bit careful with that. This is a little bit sketchy, but you know, it's fine. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to take that much damage. Let's make it look a little bit less dodgy. Who would have thought a lot of work goes into building an airport? There we go. That feels a bit more stable. Okay, so now I suppose then the sensible thing to do is to literally work from the outside in. Take a lot of this armor off so that we haven't got all this stuff falling down all the time. We're finally doing it. We're finally doing it.